Welcome, Michelle. Thank you again so much for your time today. We really appreciate you giving up your time to share with us how you use HealthInfoNet, the clinical portal, and the data that's available to you. I'd like to start by asking you to tell us a little bit about yourself, about your organization and your role.
Okay, I'm employed by, it's called Genesis Physician Services. It's part of the Genesis healthcare system. They have nurse practitioners and physicians based at their different facilities. I am based here in Camden. I am a nurse practitioner with 30 plus years as a nurse, but only 3.5 years as a nurse practitioner.
Oh, congratulations, though. How wonderful.
Yeah. I decided to go back to college with my kids. Don't know if that was such a good idea, but anyway. So we are based in long-term care facilities. It's long-term care, residential care, as well as skilled nursing. So we do have some quite, the acuity it varies quite a bit. So.
Well, this is wonderful, what you do and your role, because what we're doing at this time, even having this conversation with people like you, is to highlight long-term care. Obviously, the clinical portal is involved in acute care settings, family practitioner offices, FQHCs, whatever, throughout the state. But we're focusing right now on how does the clinical portal work with long-term care to meet your needs. So can you tell me a little bit about how you actually use HealthInfoNet in your daily work?
There's a couple of different, I utilize it for just about everything, whether it be a new admission coming in or it be an existing resident that I have. It gives me access to, I want to say real-time access. Like I had a gentleman who went out for, testing yesterday. I mean, I can actually go on the portal and read the doctor's results before they come through the fax machine here. So, it helps to gear what your plan of care, what your plan of action is going to be for that person. It's a wonderful asset with your admissions for our skilled unit, because then I can take a look back and see, okay, so how many times have they been hospitalized, in X amount of months or X amount of years, what were they hospitalized for? What type of tests did they have? Did they have the echocardiogram if if they have congestive heart failure? So it's all those things that are right there at your fingertips, to where I used to have to wait and ask somebody, can you get this for me? And then I'd have to wait for medical records to, send over the authorization, get the authorization, and then, send over. So it's decreased the lag time considerably. I mean, I can go on and look at labs that I had done this morning and know what I need to do. So, it's facilitated the care so much more than prior to. The hurry up and wait scenario is kind of gone now.
Well, we could end the conversation right now, because I will tell you, everything that you just said is exactly what we want it to do. So you talked about where you were focused, and you literally went through the gambit of all the different ways in all of the data that we have, actually.
Yeah.
One thing I want to share with you, though, the tool in regards to lab results. Now, I know as a nurse myself, I like to look at trending values.
Yep.
And I'm not sure if you know, but we are able to do cumulative results.
Yes.
Do trending values. Good. That's good to know. A lot of people don't know that.
No, that's been phenomenal. Like if you're watching somebody with a cholangitis or pancreatitis, or even if, they've had post-op anemia or something of that nature, you can look and see how they've improved or if they've improved. And so no, I love the cumulative part.
A lot of people don't know about it. And so I always like to share that.
I like to click buttons, so I'm pretty good. I like to do it. So, yeah.
And I'm sure you find it very intuitive. I mean, it is a very simple system to use. It's not complex. It's really
No,
good.
it is extremely user friendly. You know, I just wish that, you know, we'd have had it a long time ago. You know, it would make taking care of some of these elderly that I had no idea about and make it
Yeah.
a lot easier, you know, to know what they've had done in the past instead of spending so much time and effort searching, you know, getting this one to call here and that one to call there. And yeah.
And then you were saying earlier, waiting for a fax and then leaving a message again.
Yep.
And being in the nursing profession myself, I've seen that frustration. You have to make decisions based on what you have for data. If you don't have enough data, your decision isn't as complete. So,
Correct.
you know, it's interesting how the questions that I had ready for you, you've answered all of them in your wonderful explanation. But I get a real true sense of how you use it. Do you have any questions for me at all, Michelle?
No, I don't. I must say that having access to HealthInfoNet has been a tremendous asset. You know, I access it if I'm stuck doing notes at home. I can access it at home in my home office and, you know, do what I need to do. I'm not having to worry about, oh shoot, did I remember this or did I remember that or did I jot it down on this or whatever. I mean, it's just there's so much concise information. It's just makes things so much easier, a world easier. So.
This was a wonderful conversation. I know I don't have any more questions, but again, I really want to thank you because again, you answered them all as you were sharing how much you like and use, and it's valuable. But again, I just want to say thank you for taking care of the patients, especially during this pandemic with
Yeah.
everything that's going on in long-term care. And just in general, being a nurse in a healthcare profession during these difficult times. But again, for your time, I know how busy you are, but this is such valuable information. I could sit here and talk about it all day in the same way, but I'm not practicing like you are any longer. So I really, truly appreciate it. And I wish you well.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time again.